Yo, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about roles and positions on a film crew. A few weeks ago here on the channel, I made a video explaining what Visuals by Bruno is and what do I do as an entrepreneur in a business. But then also I kind of broke down some of the odd jobs that I do here and there for some of the other homies, whether that's being a AC, a gaffer, a DP, or a camera operator. So today I'm gonna break down each of those roles and other positions within a film crew. And if you guys are interested in getting into the industry, maybe this video will help you guys understand better some of these roles and positions and how you can go about getting your foot in the door. So the first position that we have on a film crew is the DP, or the director of photography. Now the DP works hand in hand with the director to ensure that we are capturing the overall mood and aesthetic for the film. So the DP determines the type of camera we'll be using, the type of lenses we'll be using, and then also determines the different types of lighting setups that will be needed to achieve a certain mood or portray a certain type of emotion on screen. So if you guys want to be a lit DP and you want to be good at your job, make sure you're good at communicating and listening. First, when it comes to being a good DP, first you have to understand your assignment and the role for this certain film, and understanding your responsibilities from the director and being able to achieve the look and the aesthetic and mood that they want for the film. But then also you have to be able to communicate and articulate those responsibilities and different jobs to your crew members. So that leads us to our second position within the film crew, and that is the camera operator. So as it sounds, the camera operator is responsible for controlling and operating the camera during different takes. Now, oftentimes the DP and the camera operator may be the same person, but depending on the actual set and budget, they may be two different individuals. Also, when it comes to a camera operator, these individuals may have a unique or a specialized skill set, such as operating a movie or a RE Trinity. It just kind of depends on that camera operator and what they do. So oftentimes these camera operators are hired because they do have that specialized skill set and can achieve certain dynamic shots that you can't necessarily get on a tripod or a normal gimbal. So yeah, if you guys are looking to get into the industry and you guys have access to a movie or a small rig or even a RE Trinity, then you may be making yourself very useful within the film industry. Now that leads us to our third position, which is the AC. Now typically, or depending on the type of set that you're on and the scope of the project, but then also the size of the crew, there may be multiple ACs, but typically we associate the AC as the individual who is the focus puller. So for the most part, when you're actually working on a production or a film crew and using cinema cameras, these cinema cameras do not operate with lenses that have autofocus, thus requiring us to actually manual focus. And since the camera operator is typically busy managing a small rig or focusing on the framing of the shot, there is another individual who's actually behind camera pulling focus to make sure our subjects are in focus. Now oftentimes, if there are more ACs, another AC's responsibility may be as prepping the camera, whether that's organizing all of the camera gear, make sure it's easily accessible for the camera operator, or even cleaning and prepping the cameras, preparing the lenses, preparing the camera for the next scene or the next take. So the fourth position that we have within a film crew is the digital technician. Now, in my opinion, this position is probably one of the most important because this individual is in charge of managing and organizing all of our footage that we have from our shoot while on set. Oftentimes within a set or while on set, this individual is seen, at the computer with multiple monitors and multiple hard drives, managing all the footage and organizing everything so that when the footage is actually transferred over to the editor for post-production, that all the files are being transferred easily and smoothly, and that everything's in the proper codec for a smooth and easy digital workflow. So pretty sure you can see why this position is so important. So if you're very tech savvy and good with cameras or good with organization skills, then this may be a position for you. So that brings us to our fifth and final position within a film crew, and that is G&E, which is gaffing and electrical. Now, technically, this isn't a role or a position within the film crew, but instead it's its own department in itself with multiple roles and responsibilities. But for the sake of this video, we'll try to condense it down. So when it comes to G&E, typically there is a lead gaffer who we'll kind of be talking about in today's video. And that individual there is responsible for the actual lights and rigging of the lights and ensuring that those lights have power, whether that's with extra generators on set or with additional D-mount or go-mount batteries. Now, again, earlier we mentioned that as the DP, you are responsible for achieving the certain lighting setups to achieve a certain aesthetic or mood. And when doing that, the GE or the lead gaffer is who you communicate and talk to make sure that you're able to achieve that look. So when it comes to being the gaffer, you're responsible for choosing what type of lights we're going to be using, how they'll be rigged and set up, whether you're going to be booming them, setting up the lights outside and shooting through a window. So there you have it. Those are 5 positions amongst a film crew. Hopefully this video gave you some additional insight as to different roles that you can pursue within this industry, or it just gave you a better understanding as to our responsibilities within a crew. But if this video was helpful for you in any type of way, please consider leaving it a like so it's able to reach a larger audience and continue to help others as we all grow and expand in our knowledge and career within this industry. And if you aren't already, please consider subscribing to the channel with post notifications on so that you're notified when videos like this or additional vlogs, tutorials, documentaries, shorts, whatever the case may be, goes live here on the channel. But until next time, peace. Better what we do as camera operators, or rambling nuances that need to be So the first position that we have on a film crew is the DP. Now so the first